My name is Todd
let's
Grisham.
see, did you
Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time. It's the Sergio Maravilla Martinez. This bout. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Right jab. Punch, counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Swing and a miss with the jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big... Hold that thought! David, the Mexican monster is down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then he'll try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Throws the jab and doesn't score. One punch could change everything in this battle. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be all the way from. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. The Mexican monster's in trouble.
Damn.
Let's see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You all right?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Nice counter. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown. I love...
You're better than this.
Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. He threw a punch and just got countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter shot lands. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of defense here at all. There's a counter shot. Swing and a miss with the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different.
Here we go to the 4th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Can't land that jab. The perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The courage on display here is incredible. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Sergio Martinez is rocked. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round.
Big breath. Calm yourself down.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Nice counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Sergio Martinez is dazed. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to...
On to the 6th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
That jab doesn't score. Catch and shoot. It's all offense all the time. Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round.
Switch on.
I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round. And there's the bell for round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Only catching air with that hook. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Misses with the straight left. Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? That right uppercut misses. Good defense there on the left uppercut. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. The Argentine, Martinez, is down. As we take another look, you can see it. The body shot was pitch perfect, and it won him the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Well, you don't see it very often, but here it is. This fight ends in a draw.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous. The things that were said were ridiculous. But these 2 fighters were...